Ansu, Albert Amwa, Joseph Amwa, Walid Husseini, Emmanuel Koti, Prince Badu, and Johnson Okon, Mohamed Kamara, Samba Odell, Jozo Hibe Albert Amwa, Joseph Amwa, Walid Husseini, Emmanuel Koti, Prince Badu, and Johnson Okon. We get him right here to Asante Kotoko. For bench from or Aziz, assistant goalkeeper. Babu, our bench for our bench for Zakaria bench, set for you bench, Saka, our bench, Hamza, Mohammed, our bench. Inusa, Adams, our bench, and I say Dogu, and so our bench. And the Aduana line up for Ra is Rebecca. It's Sabri, the Manchester of Abraman. Kamara, and the Dutch for Mohammed Asante Kotoko. Samba Odell. Defense. And so now we have Henry Ansu, breakfast man, the party.
My more kwaba and then famra channel iso. Mena sounds say yeshia na you didn't come on this wonderful platform. Said ye nansemu ye no yasan shia na I am mostly me away performance away no na ye kwaya na ye no predict and win, but this is a big game and we also predict and win for team ho. You know, Asante Kotoko ne Aduana Football Club and Ebo Asante Kotoko and Aduana Football Club and Ebo ye be boy ram na Meko Stadium. Yes, Meko Stadium. I'll be at the stadium. Yes, I'll be at the stadium because from heart to stadium, you know, it's just few minutes. May quick no mako because I can't afford to make share game real life. I go share game real life. Na say me someone say na timi akọ share game na life. And two bar mestra say we subscribe we bo notification bell no so na wonso watimi aboa na wa share na bibia no enso atimi IFFF enso L platform we so line up no aba na said ye Kotoko ne eye Lions line up ne ba ya me didi mu nkomo no before you start game no line up ne ba ya na me didi nkomo no me nya a lot of messages na amanfo ne me nya adwen e won nsem bia na me ka ho nti amanfo ka o madwen de kire me pa when me ka say me hu squad ni ye we nso squad na ba. I just want to mention squad no me boss squad no so we are na eno nso maka de me nso me hu squad no ho atimi de atodwa me nhyeda hu ni o ma ye eno de man kan na me bo abat me mo squad no so we but oba fa comment to comment section ni mu game no be ko sen Asante Kotoko win game na ma me hu se o predict na eba mu a na se o Jesse no on sabetimi aka but Jesse na ansa na on sabetimi aka no terms and conditions no say utimi yeden utimi meet terms and conditions enso utimi ho enti wo de oba mesrew subscribe to the channel but notification bell no so na fa de to comment section im score line be ko sen Asante Kotoko be win game no sen na esi ko Aduana for na kasa be bre say game no mo ba be win almost so mo de over 1,000 supporters and na baba ya Sport Stadium sa no mo ka se sa na sitie sen na we si fa ko ni na no je wa ha ye di mu nkomo no ba be so mo mere na so a ye be ko ni asa akọ other ones no enso timi da ba be so mo ntu de ka ye ho na yentimi enidi di nkomo no enso emfa mfiri ho Benjamin de kwako jam film den obetima from Ricardo over ha se be ada me ana me no share platform we so na afi di nkomo no ere fa ya Asante Kotoko ho ne pe ba bi eri Asante Kotoko timi ni besi na bibia no enso etimi IFFF line up na ba na line up no say na line up no enso esitie line up ni Abrante friend Mo Kamara and that post him of course on one a better post him and so to me that is a tough game and to me Fano Mabiano and Niagro so Mohamed Kamara and that post him Ediama Asante Kotoko Ubenya Samba Unel ball na Osanya Bone captain armband no and so in this game Ubenya Abrante friend Morifrin Donzo Ubenya Hubert Joe Henry Ensu, Albert Amoa, Joseph Amoa, Walid Fuseni, Emmanuel Kote, Prince Badu, and Afe Johnson upon Mrs. Squad Nisubim, Mohammed Kamara that post in him, Samba Onel Ebo, Morfrin Donzu Ebo, Hubert Joe Ebo, Henry Ensu, Albert Amoa, Joseph Amoa, Walid Fuseni, Emmanuel Kote, Prince Badu, Johnson upon Omo, and a Mantia Dubakwa, Coach Karam Zito, and then the technical team, no, and straight me, you almost say, almost starting game way. Na omuntimi and to mama bibia ntimi nkoyie bench no Aziz Haruna ubenya brantia your friend no Kwame Poku ubenya Philip Amo Zakaria Fuseni Seth Kwajo Saka Dauda Hamzata Inusa enafe Dogo omone mrantia omoti bench no so edema Asante Kotoko in this game. Looking at the lineup, anybody am eteno. Minim, but Shemua, I say Peter Miduakwa is out of the squad entirely. Yes, Peter Miduakwa is out of the squad entirely because only bench. And our science only players no must starting him because Joseph Johnson upon Prince Badu, Manuel Kote, Wale Nema, Joseph Amoa, Albert Amoa, Ensu, Hubert Joe, Morfin Dono, Samba Unel, Mohammed Kamara. Utimuse, a branch friend Peter Midwakwa is out of the squad entirely. I own him. But from where I sit, who squad need dia? That is a 4-3-3. In my previous video, I said, say, you hear 4-3-3 in this game. There's a 4-3-3 number, so na a change in players. Because the 4-3-3 that I talked about, na me din komo say nya brantia friend Hubert Joe, Prince Badu, and afi a brantia friend set Kaju mfimfi wa enkebeboa. But in this case, a brantia friend Walid Fuseni and a ball in place of a brantia friend set Kaju. I hope he will get ni game no on and bet me a Jumani ye and so to media ma Asante Kotoko. So looking at the the lineup no a 4-3-3 and 4-3-3 no a branch of an Albert Amo and lead line no na wanya a Morfin Donza or ball on one of the flanks. Definitely a on ball on the right flank. Now branch of an Johnson upon a ball on the left flank. Neza Bibiano and so etimi ako na a branch of an Albert Amo lead attack no and so in this game. And and your bad squad. Yes, 4-3-3. I'm okay with the setup, no. Because my first squad, I said I make an 4-3-3 because setup no no. I just hope say Walid Fuseni will be able to control the game. Said yesipe because maybe Aduana squad no. Ayo mo line up no. And so betimi that two him. But me share ye ya. There's a 4-3-3. Me ni any problem with but nanka minya nanka kwa mpoku be start it. Kakwa mpoku statia nanka Albert Amoa operate from one of the flanks nanka aboa ama bibia timi akoye ba coach kadam to enim ne no nim niye e na waye ne squad na no enso atimi aba no enti ye befa ne de mpaya ta achi se bibia betimi ayeden enso betimi akoye. We will need young players need now to be in their grade A game. Yes, we will need young players need now to be in their grade A game. They need to give us the reasons why they need to be Asante Kotoko players. They need to give us the reasons why it's say more whatever they are getting from Asante Kotoko in this game. Yes, because this game is a crucial game. It's a game that they need to give us everything that or more. And I'm trusting them. So this is an opportunity for Walid Fuseni to cement the place in the squad. This is an opportunity for Opon to cement the place in the squad. That is how I feel. Prince Badu will do the job for us as we know him. Obey Jumano and so to media mind. And that is some sort of a refreshing because seeing Amrantiano a 4-3-3 no, I think that something that a and instead of Mekano, we trust them to do the job for us. Or make my Jumano and so to media mind. They need to be in their grade A game and they need to make sure say Bibiana and so and so a team cost of fair and so to me at my team no. Looking at new money na a game no. A idea there was a team ya pa in this game and say we need to take care of the midfield. That one a non-negotiable. We need to take care of the midfield. And the Walid Fuseni, Hubert Joe, and a branch of Prince Badu will be crucial in this game. They will be the players to make sure say we are taking control over the midfield. And if you're able to take control over the midfielder, the game will be in our hands. And if the game is in our hands, then it's the behavior of the strikers to make sure say they are getting the ball at the back of the net. When we're able to win the midfield battle, that is it. We are far gone. That is what we need in this game. Anything short of that, we are doomed. And these players, they need to be in their grade A game. They need to give us everything that they are supposed to give us. If they are able to do that, I'm telling you what authority say, the day will be ours. But if they fail to do so, I think say, I'm going to take you through Aduana 4 lineup, no, and then you see how Omo Enso at the NCT. Yes, I'll take you through Omo Diano. No one who said the Omo no man Enso CT. So what's Aduana squad now? Mfimfi wono. Na me di unkomo say what should be the play that a bit mommy who say be winning match na say winning match no. Omo squad ni nie. Osai Prince, the goalkeeper is imposed. Ubenya Alex Boache, Ojinem as their captain. Ubenya Raymond Ajiman. Said Usana in Megford. Emmanuel Mafu leading Ewanimo. Stephen Anachibadu will be at the back. Abubakar Adams. Remember Boateng. Prince Otubo. Benjamin Sivanyo. Enafe Salem Uzae Bafada. And if you look at their squad, no, and I said here, almost just show one team now. You get a branch of friend Salim Uzai by father in Megford. You get a branch of friend Said Usana in Megford. Now, what mean your branch here? Your friend, no, Abubakar Adams, and so in Megford. So that Megford, no, should be something that we need to take control. Said them you know, they will want to come and be strong in midfield. They want to take control over the midfield. That should not happen. If that happens, we are doomed. So a match is on a branch of Prince Badu, match is on a branch of Walid Fuseni, and match is on a branch of Hubert Jau. And if your midfielders no will be able to give us their pay in the game, I think the said Americano we will carry the day, and that is what Kotoko support to be a pay. That is what Kotoko fan be a expect to say at the end of 90 minutes. That is what we even want. The penalty shootout near the DBA. At the end of 90 minutes, we should be able to carry the day. That is what Kotoko fan be a in this game. So that is in some now. I know answer to ja medium seven and so it edema. Mr. Mamento can our comment section him score line no saying the basic far call saying a no mano and so see Conini Nano Mamento and our comment section or predicting a bamua at the end of the day once we bet was Asante Kotoko Jesse Nabibiano and so etimi IFFF and so etim elho me issue in this game no how you bet if I fire second boss near Timidia Juma. How I basically fire and second boss near Timida Juma. See Timia Nusu year. It's another form of we winning the game. Because Alex Boache said here, me in my previous video, no. He will want to be the first to the ball. That is him. He will want to be the first to the ball. So sadly, no idea. A branch of friend Albert Amma will be instrumental in Yananimu. Keep making sure say Omo enya that sort of advantage when it comes to Yebobo and to Timidia Kuma, because Yebobo now he will try to be the first to the ball. But when he's being challenged on Timin Kopem ball, no said this is our pim. And even cross over pim ball now, onya that strength, onya that power to make sure say our pim ball not free danger zone. So Albert Amma need to be challenging him always. And when Albert Amwa is challenging him always, Abante Fene Hilbert Jow should be doing the job. The job as in being the threat that we've always known him to be in the Kotoko jersey. When he's closer to the opponent's 18 boxer, he's always dangerous and he's always a threat to the opponent team. That is something now you expect from Abrante Fene Hilberjau. We need to see that control from Abrante Fene Walid Fuseni. He needs to give us that control. He needs to make sure say the game is being taken to Tima Yefene Aduana. If they take control of the midfield, it's going to be a difficult game. I've said this and I'll still say it again. If they take control over the midfield, it's going to be a difficult game. So what we need to do is to make sure say they don't take control over the midfield. If they do, so they need to make sure say you've taken control over the midfield, and we are making sure say we are being first to the ball and we will take advantage of that. And if that is done and done properly, I'm telling you, say the day will be ours, and that is what we all want to see at the end of the day. And that is how at the end so sit here. Yenemu Johnson upon to me nye Kotoko fan bia, but to me unconvincing me. Yes, that is what I would say. Me unconvincing me. But he's been able to give us what he can offer in recent times. So I expect him to try to give us more. Albert Amwa Uhian introduction bia. Morfin Donzo in recent times goes in ma. But he's been able to make sure say when it comes to work rate, the work rate was low. He is able to make sure say or run any other. That is not what we expect from him. We expect him to be getting the ball at the back of the net. But if he's not doing that, now he's able to compensate that with a work rate. Now boy with the rounds. I think a Kotoko team deserves such a thing. So work rate will help us. Fine. That is what we want from him. Even if he's not giving us the goals. So the work rate will be instrumental in this game. So the work rate will be instrumental in this game. When he's able to keep Aduana and so wingers in their own half, it's going to be to Kotoko's advantage. So what they're making. So we will need him to also be in grade A game. Yen defenders no need to minimize their mistake. Yen defenders they need to minimize their mistakes. Football mistakes and a may punish team. Football mistakes and a may punish team. But when you are able to minimize mistakes now, the tendency of you winning the game is very high. Yes, when you're able to keep the ball and keep it well, when you are able to hurt your opponent in the manner that you are supposed to hurt them, they be rather a worky to your favor. So that is what we need from the defenders in this game. They need to minimize their mistakes. If they are able to minimize their mistakes, Asante Kotoko at the end of the day will carry the day. And that is what Yepe me carry with my chest out, because me say we Asante Kotoko fan bia gina ho a the fan bia pe na ye say Asante Kotoko win match no. That is what fan bia pe. Inti sana fan bia pe dia. That is what we expect from young players, TN defenders. Referee Hensu, any Abrante Fene Samba O'Neil. They need to minimize their mistakes. They need to make sure that their understanding is there. They need to be in their grade A game. They should avoid conceding first goal. And as a man in Kakrada, the team should avoid conceding the first goal. If you concede the first goal, the task is going to be a very big one. So we need to minimize our mistakes. We need to make sure that we don't concede the first goal, and we need to make sure that we are taking control of the game. Emmanuel Kote needs to be giving us a lot in attack. He needs to be giving us a lot in attack, because Donzo will work for him when it comes to helping him near the idea. Donzo will do that. So with Donzo helping him, he needs to also make sure or help you anymore. The crosses that he gave to Abrantia, your friend Albert Amoama shared that spectacular goal. We want to see more. We want to see pinpoint crosses. We want to see crosses that get into the 18 box of the opponent, and it has the tendency of being a goal. Joseph Amwa needs to be in his grade A game when it comes to the defensive duties. He adds a lot to Kotoko's game, the defensive side. When it comes to the attacking side of the game, you always pick Patrick Asidi over him. But if you look at the defensive abilities, I think the game against Heart of Lions, I'm sure so on one because after the game, 1 or 2 conversations, and he was not happy with the performance he gave. So if that is the case, no, you're happy with the performance he gave there, that is to suggest to me, say, he needs to give us more today. Yes, he needs to give us more today. And I hope Obetimaya Serge Man and Sweat me that is what we want. Now make us say, even if the game is not fair, at the end of the game, we will talk about it. But you qualify. We need to go to Africa again. And now, so when no me cry now. The cry pie might the opportunity to be in Africa at the MTNFA Cup. The league, I've said, and I'll still stand by it. It is mediums to lose. Everything pans in their favor. Everything be into or more favor. Mediama. Indeed, the league is theirs to lose. So, FA Cup should be something that SSCAG. Na itimidi koyenim. So if they are able to do that, I think it will be something that to be something that minimizing mistakes, not conceding first goal, and our midfielders taking control of the game is something that I'm looking for in this game. I need to rush to the stadium so that I'll be able to see things from that perspective. No matter penal, I'll be able to talk about the game the way I'm supposed to. Na be fine. So Vampire tire Asante Kotoko achi ye mompire na we say betima win game na anyumre you will come and talk about the observations, we will come and talk about the results and the other things that is see here it will give him. Subscribe to the channel but notification bell also so that be updating about the beada on Sabeka Benjamin Ekwaku jam film din with my friend Ricardo Vaz the beada me and I'm no din come platform me so ye costed makwa kofa ye in 7 de aba ye ma highlight on your YouTube ye ma highlight on your Facebook anybody bia yes, your TikTok on so the other stuffs and so bit me go. So subscribe to your YouTube, follow us on Facebook. You were 20k followers, you were 1 point something k on TikTok, and Hanso you were 11k on YouTube. So make sure so when you nante no be 8 my come. You best share them after the game. I'm out.